On September 8, 1897, Sister Colette and 4 American novices adopted the rule of the Third Order Regular of St. Francis as their way of life in God's service. And in 1928, Mother Colette Hilbert, as she would come to be known, became the first general minister of the newly established congregation of the Franciscan Sisters of St. Joseph. As the number of women applying to this new way of life grew, the sisters would eventually settle into a new home in Hamburg, New York, where they still reside today. Having dedicated themselves to education and charitable works, the sisters sought to strengthen their vocation as educators. And so, to fulfill their mission, the sisters founded Hilbert College as Immaculata Teacher Training School in 1957. As enrollment grew, an impressive 4-building complex was built beside the Mother House. It was then that Immaculata College became our beloved Hilbert College, as a tribute to Mother Colette, the selfless missionary educator to whom the sisters owed their existence. Inspired by its namesake and the visionary leadership of Sister Edwina Bogle, its first president, Hilbert College would go on to achieve a number of milestones throughout its histories, offering baccalaureate degrees and joining the NCAA in 1992, developing graduate programs in 2011, and eventually launching a new division for its online programs, Hilbert College Global. In all these endeavors, it is the spirit of Mother Colette Hilbert and the Catholic Franciscan mission of our foundresses that have guided us ever since. From the humble foundations laid by Mother Colette Hilbert and the Franciscan Sisters of St. Joseph, all the way to this moment today, we endeavor to transform the lives of our students and our community, just as Mother Colette did, by living according to her motto, in all things, charity.
It has to be polished, but could you, let's start with your life as a sister. Could you start first by telling us your name and then what inspired you to become a Franciscan Sister of St. Joseph, and how long have you been part of the congregation?
Okay, so my name is Sister Marcia Ann Futko. I'm a Franciscan Sister of St. Joseph, and I guess the seeds of my vocation were really planted by my family. As a little girl, I can remember spending nights at my grandmother's house, and she had a beautiful little shrine on her dresser drawer to Our Lady of Fatima. And she would always be praying there before she went to bed. And my parents, my mom and dad, they brought us up so well in the faith. And in elementary school, I was taught by the Franciscan Sisters of St. Joseph.
Well, my reason for wanting to become a sister was the example that I had of the sisters who taught me both in elementary and high school. They seemed very, very happy with who they were and with what they were doing. Not only was I interested in becoming a sister, I wanted to teach. So that was my goal.
When I reflect back on my life, I think many of the opportunities that I had, I wouldn't have had if I wasn't a sister. And some of those things that I truly cherish is certainly my experience in education, which I was trained for at Hilbert College.
It was only the Franciscans. They were the only ones I knew. So that was what drew me here, was from their example. Basically, their joyfulness and their easygoing spirit. And I just admired that they thought of other people and how important it was for them to help others. So that's kind of what drew me.
It is such a real joy to be able to serve with sisters. You know, the gospel, the Eucharist, the church are really the foundation of what we are about. And so we try to live out our charism of fraternity, simplicity, servanthood, and joy. And to do it with others, it's very supportive to live out that call. So it has been wonderful.
The strongest aspect of Franciscanism is that we're brothers and sisters. And if there's anything the world needs on every level, is that we look at each other in love as a brother or a sister. So hopefully that is the tradition, the spirit, part of our faith, hope and love that will be spread because people have been here, whether they're here as staff or a student.
I'll be at home and I'll get ready to come back here and be like, oh, sorry, like I gotta get going home. It's just one of those things where it's just become natural to call Hilbert home.
Hilbert is a small campus. There's a beautiful pond as soon as you enter the campus's main entrance. You drive around the whole campus and see every single building from dorm rooms to the library to the cafeteria. It's very easy to navigate.
It is nice, small campus. Everyone knows each other in here. You will not be just a number in here. Like, you matter in here.
We're not a huge campus, and that helps our students excel as well as build relationships with each other and faculty members.
The culture here at Hilbert helped to start and establish what my parents have already instilled within me, but also to cultivate it even more for where I was going. I was given such unique opportunities in being here that because of the personal relationships that I was able to establish, that opened doors for me to experience different worlds.
What inspires me the most is how simple Sister Edwina's dream and impossible it seemed to be. Her dream has really come true. This is a Catholic institution that really holds Franciscan values and the foremost in everything that the faculty does, and hopefully that also inspires the students who pass through their hands.
And then after you've taken in all the gifts that Hilbert has to give, go out there and make a difference in the world. It needs a lot of differences in many areas. It's your world. You help create its future.